Okay, anyway, I'll start. Okay, welcome everyone to this month's edition of our Sunday night meetup. We just finished the plein air paint out at the Brickworks. Good time had by all. We've got another one coming up on the 16th of June at Edwards Gardens. It's going to feature Helena from Rockwell, who will have some samples of all the different paints. And of course, we have our Holland trip coming up as well. We have a few members coming out to that. We have, what else coming up? We have September, of course, we have our United Through Watercolor exposition. So we have our call for entries. Luan and I have been working on ways to reduce the cost of having your work framed. We've found ways, in case you're doing a print, we encourage people to send in their artwork framed. Since it's within Canada, you can send it for a cheaper amount than framing would be. The postage, I think, is about $30 or $50 to send a fairly decent sized painting. And that's going to be, well, I guess return, it's another $30. So 60 something in total, rather than having it framed, which would be upwards to $100. So we'll have more information on that too, more promotion for that. Also, our Alberta watercolor exhibition in September 30th. We have that as well. We have to do some more promotion for that. We have only a few signed up so far. Ina, our area rep, is really interested to get going on that, and she's really gung-ho about spreading watercolor through Alberta. So she's been doing a great job, as well as Linda Stevens in BC. They've had some paint outs as well. So yeah, lots going on, and we've got a pretty full group here today. So let's get on it. And we have the magazine is coming out very soon as well. Mina has been helping with that, and Luan and I have also been working on it quite a bit to get that ready for June. So I'll try and put some information from our latest plein air paint out. We have some nice photos as well to include, so we'll have that in the magazine. It's quite a complete magazine this month, so that'll be out June 1st is our deadline for that. So get ready for that as well. Okay, so got a few more coming in. Oh, more. Portrait. Who's portrait? Anyway, okay, we have no more profanities at the moment, so that's good. Let's get to our first Patty. Anyway, what's news over there? How's your project with the Montreal meetups?
Hello. Well, that for Marsha to say too, but the first one was really agreeable. It worked well. So just to tell everyone, if you're in the Montreal area or if we always meet, we'll try to make meetings every Sunday of the month, first Sunday of the month. The last one we did in a timeout in the Eaton Center. The next one we hope it to be in the Botanical Garden, which is free the first Sunday of the month as any museum in Montreal. So it's been fun. Honestly, just the first one was already amazing, and we hope to keep going. That people loved it. So
great. Yeah, it looked great from the photos I saw. You found a good venue for it?
Yes, because the Tamar market is pretty chill, right? It's this huge eating area, right? So nobody would bother us. The light was okay, it was not fantastic, but anyone could have a drink or have a coffee, while painting. So
excellent.
It's a nice environment.
Excellent. Do you have any of your work you want to show? Anything else you want to say?
I just came from IWM. I don't know, can I talk about this here? I understand that there are always politics between groups, but I haven't. Anyways, it was fantastic. It's a huge event. They're trying to promote more and more in England. And it was 10 days, 3 demos per day of masters all over the world. It was fantastic. I really recommend it. Even more for the environment than for event itself. Really?
Yeah. So you were there in England for that?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, great.
Great. Honestly, I was sitting, I don't know if you know the names, but I was sitting on the table having beers with Nicolas Lopez, Eudis Correia, Fabio Cimbranelli. Anyways, many big names there,
all the
because
greats.
it's just great to hang out with those people, you know, and just chat and know them. So it's different. It creates an incredible environment. Honestly, I recommend to everybody that loves watercolor.
Yeah, I was planning to go over there, and then COVID happened, and I got sidetracked. So, but yeah, that looks nice. Yeah.
Next time, every 2 years.
Oh yeah, next time. Also, Helena from Rockwell wants me to go to China in November, and it's a lot of stuff to work in. So
that's what happened. You're getting big.
Yeah. Well, do you have any work you want to show, or should we move it along, or?
No, move it along.
Okay. Chris, what do you got for us? Chris has been very good in helping us with the website lately. She's our webmaster, and we've been working on a new course. Isn't that right? Yeah.
2. So the first course, what was it called? I can't remember.
I don't remember the name.
It was the 3 from
Elena.
Elena. Yeah.
Milena.
Yeah. Milena. Yeah. So this is the first one.
Yeah.
Portrait. And then we went on to this one.
Oh, I should be pinning this. Hold on a sec. Let me pin.
Okay.
Hey, can you go back and show the other one? So
you bet.
See it closer there. Good work. Yeah.
And then this one.
Excellent.
I quite like this one.
Yeah.
Just because of just to get the color tones was interesting.
Too,
yeah. And then this one on hot press, which was a bit of a hot mess.
A challenge. Yeah, hot press is a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was okay. And then I started the 30 Faces, 30 Days. So this was one. Quite a bit looser, different, totally different than what I'm used to. But anyways, it works. And then this one.
Very nice.
I like this one. Actually, this one wasn't too bad. Stuff. And then this one was to put a background in it. So this artist actually sticks the background on all of her stuff. So to me, it kind of reminds me of wallpaper, but yeah, it's kind of different.
Nice.
And this one was yesterday's.
Oh, nice beard.
I like this one the best. Stuff. Sounds pretty good.
Shadow on the cheeks there.
Yeah. Yeah, this one worked pretty good. Took me a couple hours on this one.
Watercolor. Look at this. We should get this course with one of the other girls from the watercolor. Watch.
Are you in a course right now?
No, it's just
and then this was yesterday's, which was just trying to use it was actually less colors, and you started by outlining in cadmium red was the outline, and then you fill it in from there. And then today's was a tonal.
Nice.
Oh, do we do one every day?
So during a course where they do it.
So that's it. That's it for
the girl.
Excellent. Good job. Okay. Anything else you want to report on, or want to move along?
Nothing much. You know, BC's pretty busy, eh? I don't know if people have seen it yet, but we have the Get to Know You on the website. And usually once a month, I post a member from BC and kind of what they're working on and a bit of their history and painting and stuff. So totally recommend go and check that out on the website.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm putting the glass down. I don't know where it is now.
Lots happening in BC. Okay. All right. I'll move along now. Rob Callahan, you want to go next?
We were very lucky when we found it.
Rob?
I gotta figure out how to undo some things here. So I did the outing with Slindra week or so ago.
Yeah.
And then we'd taken off to Vancouver Island to Yellow Point Lodge, and I did a bunch of paintings along the shoreline there. I'm more into scenics as opposed to portraits, and
Hmm.
enjoy those kinds of things.
Hmm.
The screen behind me is a 12 by 16 that I did
Oh,
yesterday,
big. Yeah.
which is part of the shoreline there. And then recently, I guess just after Christmas, did some from I don't know if oh, that's not going to show with the
Yeah.
background.
Background.
But we were out kayaking a couple summers ago, my wife and sister, and took a bunch of pictures and doing some things on the shorelines and little islands and trees. And sometimes the weather was good, sometimes it wasn't as good as it could be. So
Yeah.
uh, just doing things as best I can, and struggling here and there, but I think I'm getting better ones turning out than what I had started about 4 years ago. So it's been an uphill work, and I kind of like some of the stuff that I've gotten recently.
That's good. Yeah, that I had a friend tell me recently that it really resonated that as long as you're making art, you're winning. Because there's a lot
Yes,
of people in the world who don't have the time or don't have the capacity to maybe making art. So if you're making art in whatever capacity, you're winning. I like to think of that whenever I paint something and I'm not happy with it, or I just remember the process is the victory.
yeah.
You're al- you're already succeeding no matter what you're painting. It's too bad Celinda's not here today. Would have liked to hear more. Can you tell us more about the plein air paint out you were on?
We'd gone out to West Vancouver,
Mhm.
the waterfront out past Ambleside, and we had views of Lionsgate Bridge and the shoreline
Oh
on
wow.
Stanley Park, and one of the small marinas, and a wood bridge that went out. And then to the other side, to the north, there was a pier at Dundrave. And so tide was out at a lot of rocky shoreline, a lot of logs along there. And people just met up, and then they sort of went about their way, picking different views. And there's 5 or 6 of us there, and it was pretty good.
Great. Excellent.
It's good to see other people doing things, and you can compare
Oh yeah. Yeah.
how people are handling it, and types of brushes they're using, or what's happening with the paper if they're working on blocks versus paper taped down. And
Yeah.
so it was interesting.
Yeah. It's great motivation. You know you're not alone out there, and there's other people you can kind of share notes with.
Yeah, yeah. We have one happening. We do it on the third Saturday of each month. The next one's heading out to Len Headwaters, and we've got a creek that runs, small river that runs through there. So a lot of boulders and trees in the water, and a
Mhm.
small bridge, and you can take a little hike further on to get different parts of the water and different
Mhm.
scenery with it. So um, should be quite interesting.
Yeah. Sounds great. Okay. Well, thanks, Rob. Thanks for the update. And who do we have next here? Marcia, you want to add something to Tati's recounting of your new venture?
It was a very good meeting. Hello, everyone. So it was a very nice meeting with new people that joined the L'Aquarelle d'ici, here in Montreal. And I think that next Sunday, so we are going to do another one, as Tati said. And I think that with time we will want to really increase the community here in Montreal, and to join us to IWS. So I think it's a little bit
Yeah.
what we want to do. Yes, and
Yeah.
thinking more and talk more about watercolor.
Oh, good work.
Yes, and I did some things. I'm not doing too many things because it's a very hard period at the hospital and at the university where I teach. But well, I did
Oh, very nice.
this one here and this one here.
Nice.
This one is not finished. But I'm just studying the colors. This one, it's a village in Portugal.
Mhm.
This one here, it was just trying not to do see. I always with the same color. I was trying another colors here. This one here. And this one it was the one that I did it during the meeting with the people here in Montreal.
Oh, nice.
The stat said if someone is here in Montreal or near the area, they can join us next Sunday.
Okay, you hear that, everyone? Next Sunday, you're in
Yes.
Montreal or the Montreal area.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Marcia.
You're welcome.
Let's see who's next. Susan, you want to go next?
Me, right?
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, so I was out at the Brickworks today and it was a beautiful day. So I'm taking your philosophy of you were painting, so it was a successful day. My paintings weren't all that successful, but but I had fun painting them. So I'll start with my least favorite one. I don't know if I'm doing this right. So this just turned out super busy and overworked and everything, but you know, there had some little good points in it, but it didn't work out all that well. I do find it hard to paint out in the open like that and to focus. And but anyways, this was, and then I did a couple of smaller ones and they were a bit more successful, I think. So that was one looking over
nice.
one of the ponds there. And then this one is nice, but for me, it's a little washed out. I would normally use brighter colors, but I like the overall techniques that I got and just the overall appearance of it. So that was my successful day. I also just recently got back from Africa. So I've started painting some of my, like Africa was amazing. So I've started doing some paintings from there. I don't have very many, but I'll just show you a couple. So this was an area where there was a penguin colony. And so there's some little penguins in there. So that was just a beautiful location. And then, of course, this was my favorite animal encounter. So there was a lion that took a great interest in us. And ended up being pretty close to me. But anyways, so I got some good pictures. So I decided that I wanted to paint that. So that's what I've been doing. And other than that, I tried out a new brush today. I tried out a new paint color and I liked both of them. So just trying to try out a few different things as well. So that's it.
Great. Thank you, Susan.
Thanks.
How about Daniel next? Daniel, you're also at the paint out today. How did you enjoy the day?
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very good.
Yep. Hi. So I'm Daniel Matescu. I'm a new member of IWS Society. IWS International Watercolor Society. Yeah, Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just joined in 2 days ago. But last year I painted with you and Doug and a bunch of other people from both societies. So I thought I take the opportunity just to say a few words about myself and to introduce myself. So so I'm a software engineer. but I'm passionate about painting. I started painting actually 4 years ago, so it was a pandemic pastime, which I picked up really fast, and I'm self-taught. I attended lots of workshops and YouTube materials, and and more recently, I'm trying to go out and paint plein air as much as I can. So, I'm originally from Romania. I've been living in Canada for 25 years. Before that, I used to work and live in France for in Paris for 3 years and a half. So I France has a very special spot in my heart, and I keep going back every now and then. Next time I'll go there, I'm planning to do some plein air painting. I yeah. Today it was really nice. So thank you for setting this up, and it was really fun. And I wasn't very happy about the end result of it, but as you said, the beauty is in the process, and I'm getting more and more interested in following the process, and and getting to apply more and more direct observation from nature. And last week I attended the Alora plein air. I didn't do watercolor. I tried my hand at oil. So 2 years ago I started trying to paint in oil, which I don't say I have a strong favorite between the two of them. I like both of them. So for transparency and wet in wet, for sure watercolor and is the best in my opinion. But also I I love trying oil painting. So I don't have anything here to share you, but I can share my skin if you
Sure.
want for to show just to show you a few of my recent works. Okay, let me try to do this. Share screen.
Just as a note, we
Okay.
have some Leslie Okens. I don't know if anyone knows her. Oh, she's gone. I think that was a spam thing.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
So this is what this was my attempt of today. Now that I watch it more carefully, I realize it doesn't have value. So it doesn't have high contrast and everything. So it's kind of all mid-tone, which I don't like.
We don't see the painting. We just see the folder.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just give me a sec, maybe. Okay. Let me start to new share. Okay, can you see the painting?
We still see. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is my attempt of today. But again, I had huge fun trying it, and it was really enjoyable. And after we finished work, I spent 3-4 hours, just walking through the park, left and right, and it's awesome. So there was a beautiful light today, and yeah, fully enjoyable. So let me show you some of my other works. Okay, this is a watercolor. No, you're not seeing it. Okay. I'm trying now. This is a watercolor I've done last year.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's
Like
it's
that,
a
yeah.
landscape from my home country, from Bukovina. It's a winter train. And yeah, what else I can show you? So this is another landscape from Romania, from the Carpathians. So it's a flock of sheep with the shepherd.
We still see the train right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So I guess that's pretty much all I have prepared to share with you. I don't
Yeah.
want to waste your time, and but again, it's a pleasure joining you, and I'm looking forward to get together, and do as many plein air sessions together, and learn from you guys, because I realize you are all very experienced painters, and I'm looking forward to learn from any of you. So thank you for
Great.
having me as a member.
Great. Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining. See who's next. Does anybody have to leave soon? Is anybody in a hurry? Otherwise, I'll keep going through the list here. So let's go to Doug then next. Oh, I gotta mute yourself there, Doug. Doug co-hosted the plein air paint out today. So saw him a few hours ago, and he had some nice work. He was there quite early.
Yeah, eager beaver. No,
Yeah.
I love plein air painting, and Ian, you know, when we met a couple of years ago, we shared a number of outings, and it's a real pleasure to paint with you and watch you paint. The background here is that's a plein air painting that I did on my cruise up to Alaska. So I'm sitting in the side of the boat as it's going by, and the scenery is constantly moving, but I didn't start from left to right. But this is just a dry brush technique that I'm really kind of interested in, and the snow is just really captivating there. The other thing I want to ask, and you know, maybe people can follow up with me. I got a solicitation from someone on my website that they want to buy my artwork as NFTs, and at prices that I think are ridiculous. Has anyone ever dealt with that? And because I'm really pretty leery about this whole stuff.
Yeah, stay away. Kelly
Yeah.
actually can comment on that. Kelly, are you there?
Oh
Kelly's
yeah.
experienced with this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get inundated with those requests. Most of them are bogus. NFT stands for non-fungible token.
Yeah.
It is an online basically what they're looking for is the digital property, not the property of your painting or the copyright, but the digital original of your painting. And that gets sold through in this market that is works like cryptocurrency. So there's no money exchanging hands until somebody decides to try and cash it in. But it had its heyday during COVID, and then it kind of crashed. And now there are about 10 million people that are trying to buy your artwork as NFTs. Personally, I would just block them.
Yeah. Good. Okay. That's what I was going to do. Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's really it. Yeah.
That's about it. Okay. Speaking of spam and okay, they're gone. Someone named Leslie Okens kept trying to join the chat, but I don't have any Leslie Okens on file as a member. And we had some weird person earlier on with just some kind of weird rants and profanities, and I think it was some kind of spam thing. So I removed them from the chat, and someone else just tried to join. So now they're gone. So I sent them a message, "Are you a member of IWS Canada?" And they didn't respond. So I'm just hoping I'm not blocking an actual member, but I don't think so. But anyway.
It's most likely the same person just using a new identity.
Yeah, exactly. So I sent them a message, "Are you a member?" And I didn't get anything back. So, and there's no Leslie Okens on file as a member. So anyway, let's see what happens after this. Okay, let's move it along. Shelley, do you want to continue and give any updates since you're already talking?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Updates. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm kind of winding down. I've just had like a whole springtime of chock-a-block full of classes, and I'm almost I've got 2 more weeks, I think. And then I'm kind of finished up with that, and I'm gonna take a little time off to maybe paint something I want. But I have registered for a local plein air event in Hamilton, the Hamilton Plein Air Festival. And it's the inaugural launch of this plein air festival. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. I
Your
haven't
name
done a
came
lot
up.
of plein air lately, and I couldn't get out today. I was hosting a birthday party today, so I couldn't do that.
Oh, okay. Your name came. I'm teaching on Mondays at Visual Arts Mississauga now, and a bunch of
Oh,
the
yeah.
students had taken your class before.
Oh, good.
So your name precedes you.
Yeah, because I did teach there.
Yeah. So I think some of them have taken several classes. There's a few keeners there. They've got the whole setup, so
Good.
it's good that they have some experience and you can teach some more advanced techniques. So it's nice to
Yeah.
have.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had me teaching mostly beginners there, so
Yeah. Well, with me, they wanted advanced classes, which is funny because a lot of them are beginners, in fact. So
yeah.
they said their advanced classes are selling better than the beginner stuff. So I'm not
Huh.
quite sure.
Now,
what they-
are you talking advanced or intermediate?
Well, they've signed me up for advanced, so
Okay.
I'm skipping the color wheel. I'm skipping all that the basic stuff, and I'm trying to.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they actually are advanced. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I
It's
I don't
whatever
know.
they consider themselves, I guess, right?
I guess. Well, there's one woman there who's never painted watercolor before ever, so and I'm just gonna I'm just
So
gonna teach them
naturally,
what
she
I have.
signed for an advanced class.
Oh, and I'll just do what I
Go
do.
with the
And
flow.
yeah. Play to the room.
Be
Okay.
prepared.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it all. The first day I had just everything. I brought everything with me just to go in whatever direction it's needed. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's even
Good plan.
even beginners can benefit even if it's advanced stuff. So
May I ask something?
that's me. Yeah. You want to go
Ian,
next, as me?
no, I mean,
Oh
not
yeah.
necessarily.
Oh, you can. Well,
I
Shelley.
wanted to, I
Well,
wanted to
first,
speak to,
Shelley, you have
Yeah.
anything more? I can go to Esme next.
No, go right ahead.
No, actually,
Okay.
may I ask you a question, Shelley?
no, sorry, I just wanted to ask that question about what you were talking about. Do you end up spending a lot more time with the students who are actually beginners who had signed up for the advanced or
No,
the intermediate?
not a lot more. It's more like questions like, oh, I didn't bring any paper. So I was like, okay, here, I got some extra paper for you. Or she had only really tiny brushes, so I lent her one of my bigger brushes.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have to, spend a lot more time. It just meant that she did the lessons a bit more basically and not as, you still get something out of it, but
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
If you've signed up for a class and it's a little bit above your level, I would say you just have to know that this is going to be a faster moving class.
yeah. She seemed to work at it well last class, so I think a lot of them are just there to. That's fine. I'm going to do some demos. I can watch some demos. Again, it's once you learn the basics, so much of it is just practice. So
yeah.
there's only so much you can really instruct. You can go into little extra techniques and things, but in the end, people have to find their own path, and you're just giving them suggestions, and they've got to practice and find it on their own. So it'll be all right. Do you want to continue, or want to show your work? They're muted.
I don't think she heard it.
Actually, could I
Sorry,
ask
me?
Shelley a question
Oh,
again,
Tati.
please?
Tati, you
Yes,
want
sir.
us?
Sure,
Yeah.
go
Would it be
ahead.
okay? No, because I heard that all around, especially in Europe, they have a lot of plein air competitions. So you
Mhm.
said the one that you're attending will be a first one where again?
In Hamilton, Ontario.
In Oh, I actually have a friend in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Do you know the organizer by any chance?
Well, you can go to, it's Cheryl Ann Hills. And the festival, they have a website, Hamilton
Yes.
Plein Air Festival.
Sorry again?
Hamilton Plein Air Festival.com,
Fantastic.
I think.
Thank you so much. Sorry to bother, but
you're
it's
so
really
welcome.
interesting to do something.
And sorry, just to jump in, Shelley, I'll be interested in knowing how the Hamilton festival turns out. I participated for the first time along with Danielle at the Alora plein air and a 4-day
that
event.
just finished up, yeah.
Absolutely loved it. And it was a dynamic town full of really artsy people. I'm going to go back there, and I was thinking of Hamilton, so I'm all ears as to what you think of it.
Yeah, thank you. I'll let you know. Pray for good weather, okay? Because it's rain or shine. Rain could be
Esme, did you want to share anything more there? Or
All
doing
right.
work?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm from all the way over on the West Coast, so I was really jealous of your plein air painting today. Looked like a beautiful day out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of rainy, cloudy, breezy day over here in Vancouver today. I don't know, I guess I just wanted to share this is watercolor on canvas
Oh, nice.
with the sorry, the lighting is not very good.
Yeah. Did you use the watercolor ground?
Yes, this is a cold press ground that I used
Mm-hmm.
because it's a little bit more absorbent, and I really like to use rough paper when I'm doing it on paper. So I wanted to try it on the canvas, and it's working out all right. One thing that I did find is that I am having to use not as much, like I can't do as much water to
Mm-hmm.
for it to be a strong enough color. You pretty much have to make it uh not quite so runny, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the more intense colors are better. Either that or you just go on top of it again, so there's some glazing depending on what you want to do with it. Uh, I'm doing this for an exhibit in July at the Roundhouse, and it's a group exhibit. I've been pretty busy teaching workshops with regular watercolor paper, mostly beginners. One of them was I was invited by the Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society for the Asian Heritage Month. And then I was invited for the 2nd of June to do a beginner's workshop again for the Collingwood Neighborhood House here in Vancouver. So it's been pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to doing plein air painting on the 15th with the BC group under Celinda's guidance. I think that's pretty much it. It's paint, paint, paint.
I have
So
a question.
yes, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Peggy.
I'm
You're from
hi.
here.
I'm from British Columbia as well,
Yes.
and
Okay.
on Vancouver Island, and it's
Ah,
sunny over here.
yes.
Anyways, what kind of are you using absorbent ground? Or
Yes.
just okay. And
Yes.
you're saying it comes in different textures, like you said. I thought it was just one texture. It just
No,
says absorbent.
there's one they call a watercolor ground, and there's also a cold press ground.
Oh, which
And there's also a transparent watercolor ground.
is that
So
golden or something? Who supplies that?
I can't remember now. I think it might the transparent one might be Daniel Smith, but
Okay.
the ones that I have used more extensively, the watercolor ground and the cold press ground, are from Core.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Golden, yeah, golden. And I was saying last time that I was having to do extra things like after I've applied 2 or 3 layers of the ground on the canvas, there's a little bit too much grit, and so I thought that this is kind of hard on the brushes. So I was doing sandpapering and then washing off all of the stuff that the sandpaper took off. Well, that is too work intensive. So someone suggested maybe the palette knife, and that's okay because I can kill off the peaks of my brush strokes because I really like the brush strokes too, right? But I can kill off the peaks and still have some of the texture of the brushes on there. And I love the textures underneath because it's not as regular as if you have the rough arches, for example, you have the regular texture underneath. But if you're applying the cold press ground or the watercolor ground and you apply it a little bit not as runny, then you can have the texture of the brush in any direction you want your brush to go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the fun of it for me. And the other thing I like about it is that I don't have to frame it behind glass.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm working on it, I do miss watercolor paper. So I go back and forth and I teach on watercolor paper.
Thank you.
I've
Right.
done demos at Opus on this one as well on the watercolor ground, and people are very interested in it.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Esme. And Esme will be doing a workshop at our exhibition, United Through Watercolor, coming up in September. So contact her if you'd like to learn more about her process.
Thank you. Thank you for all the help, Ian. This is the first time for me to do it outside my hometown. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Right. Okay, Mark Begbie, you're up next.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, nothing too exciting in terms of everything. Is, as you said, life gets busy, but I have been doing some work, more adventures in abstracts. I can show you.
Oh, great.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
That one, and then I've been working on this one as well, which is a different technique altogether.
Nice.
Trying to see what I can do with the paint. And what else? I like painting cars, so that's one of them.
Nice, very nice.
That's there. And the one I'm currently busy with is one of my biggest ones. It's that one there.
Oh, very nice.
So I'll be working on that today. And yeah, the other one I've been working on is a gouache one, which I can show you, but don't excommunicate me or anything. But that's another one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that one's in progress as well. So yeah, trying to keep myself busy.
That's a lot of detail doing cars. I remember when Photoshop first came out, I tried to paint a car in Photoshop and spent days and days on it. Then the program crashed and I lost the file. And like, oh my God.
Yes.
I never tried it again after that because it's just there's so much detail in cars. It's like a lot of work.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, Mark, I have a question for you. Because you're doing such a fabulous job with cars, would you be interested in submitting your portfolio to a car type group that might, illustration of cars?
Yeah, I'd be interested in that. Yeah.
Keep saving your car paintings. Make a big file.
Yeah, I enjoy the cars, and like I said, the latest one I'm doing real big because, as you said, Ian, you can spend so much time on the details, and
yeah.
I was literally looking for the smallest brush to do, the details, and then I realized, no, just make the painting bigger, and then I can realize I can use my big brushes, and this one with the latest one I did, I can finally use my 14, which I hardly ever use. So I'm happy.
I had a teacher once who had a good quote. He said, "Big painting, small mistakes."
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Let's see who's next. How about Rich?
Yeah, there I go. Got the sound back on. Just a couple of things. Rob, you were painting just about 4 miles from me. I live just up the hill, up on the mountain there. From Yellow Point. Yeah, just across the highway and up on the mountain. Yeah. So yeah, I painted down there a lot. Did you go to Blue Heron Beach?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's a great spot down there. And then Peggy's just up the hill or just up the island for me.
Hmm.
up in around Courtney, I believe.
Qualicum.
Oh, Qualicum. Oh, that's even closer. Yeah, I
Hmm.
belong to Aerosmith as well, so I think we've seen each other.
I'm the president of the chapter. So
Yes.
how come we don't see you at the meetings? Just kidding, kind of.
I know.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that because it's all women, and
I
it's
know.
like we keep saying, "Where's the men?"
Well, I've been a little bit busy lately with a few other things going on. I got workers here on the farm that are keeping me busy, supervising. I don't know what you want, but yeah. Well, I was supposed to do a demo up there, but it got canceled. But that's all right. It'll come again.
Yes.
So lately, I've just been putzing around with different palettes. I'm doing a lot with grays, and I just finished a palette knife painting in watercolor. Just a second. I don't know if it shows up very well. And yeah, it's fun. It's just a different way of doing it. Saves on the brushes, and you can actually do a painting rather quickly. That was a half sheet. I think it took me about 40 minutes to do it, and it's just something to do, a little different. And, had a little challenge this week from somebody, and they wanted a stump with moss on it, so I did that, and just keep them busy when I'm not working outside. And I haven't been doing much other than playing with palettes and colors, and I'm trying to introduce a lot of grays into watercolor, because I see other artists in other disciplines using grays, and the problem with watercolor is usually when you get grays, you get mud, and so I like the grays, and I like yellow grays, blue grays, green grays, whatever. And so by using gray pigments and then a color, you're not working with you're not going to get mud like you would when you mix 3 different colors together. And it really makes the colors that you do use pure really pop. So it's just something I'm working on. And that's about the news for me here.
Okay, thank you, Rich. Right. Who's next here? Okay, let's go to Leanne. Oh, mute there.
There, now I'm unmuted. Hi, everybody. I have not much to tell you. I am just here to see what everybody else is doing and sort of touch base. I haven't been painting much lately, but I've been cleaning up my studio. We're getting ready to build a house, and we're building a workshop first. So that kind of takes up all of our time, getting that ready and getting this place ready for possibly selling next year. So I haven't had a lot of time to paint, but every time I walk by my paints, I am thinking about doing it. So we'll get there, but I'm glad to see that everybody else is, and you're all very inspiring. That's it for me.
Okay, thanks, Leanne. Okay, Milena's just joined us. I know she's very busy with mission at the moment, and we haven't seen her class, so definitely recommend you check it out. I know Chris is taking part in that, in vouch. So I'll turn it over to Milena at the moment and see what she's up to.
Am I talking?
There we go. Yeah, there you go.
Hi. Yeah, so I don't know what to say. I've been working on a bunch of illustrations one was a book, and the ones that I'm working on right now are for a game. And this is the one I'm working on right now. It's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, so mostly just illustration jobs, and I just got the, what do you call it? The exhibiting status for the Federation of Canadian Artists, which was fun. Thanks to Lorraine, if you're here, for suggesting I try to join. And yeah, nice to see all of you.
Great. Okay, thanks very much. And let's see, who else do we have? Peggy.
Hi. Yeah, so I'm from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, and I mentioned being the chapter president here and for the Federation of Canadian Artists. And we're constantly looking for venues. That's one of the biggest challenges for us. I would say about 20% of the members are watercolorists. In our last big show, I saw more watercolors, which was quite cool. Usually people that are painting in acrylic and they morph over into watercolor. And Celinda isn't here, but she's taken and created a beautiful project, which most of you are aware of, and it's the newsletter for BC. And so she featured me as the getting to know you person. So I've just come from Fabriano in Aquila in Italy, and it was fabulous. How could it not be? It was just so cool. That event was divided between, usually it's in Fabriano where they make paper, but this year they divided the whole event into Bologna. Is that how you say it? I'm still working on that word.
Bologna.
Bologna. Yeah, and because the event is so big, they have divided it between the two cities. Fabriano can't host that many people anymore, just hundreds of people come in. So I could really quickly try and screen share. I'm gonna try. Yeah, so this is, Celinda has just put, this is the email we get of the getting to know you thing. And we do our statement. And so down here, we can see this is a on plein air painting I did there, because in Bologna, it is more than touristy. It's the Italians themselves love going there because the food is amazing, and the meat and everything, wine, everything is so, it's just known for the best. So the Italians go there. So that's kind of cool, is it's not just crowds and crowds of tourists, but you have to get up very early in the morning. So this painting here was a fish market. And this is the main statue at the event is, this is going to be pixelated because it's an email, but there's Nettuno and the famous Nettuno. And our good old, our own Canadian Michael Soloviev, I don't know, is he an IWS member as well, Ian?
He is. I don't know if he's renewed his membership in a while, but he was.
Yeah, so it was at his invitation that a delegation here from Canada went over. And this is his demo. It was just fabulous. And yeah, so that whole event was, you don't have to, it's kind of like IWS. You don't necessarily, I'll stop sharing here. You don't necessarily have to be at a high level of painting ability in order to attend those events. And you're shoulder to shoulder with top watercolors from all over the world. So I'm looking forward to going again sometime. And in the meantime, we have a plein air group here locally as well, and it is a totally different experience, and I love the challenge of it. You just see things different, whereas with a photograph, you can see everything. So you try and put everything into it. Whereas when
Yeah,
you're out live, you just review things in a different way. So trying to stay active with that. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Looking forward to some kind of IWS event over on Vancouver Island at some point.
Yeah, we'll have another one eventually. Okay, let's move on. We only have 2 more left now, I think. How about Luann?
Hi. This month I finished up the last of a month, 4 weeks worth of watercolor workshops that I taught. Much like you were saying, Ian, it was supposed to be a intermediary class, but it was a lot of beginners. Actually, two of the students showed up and they had brand new watercolors that had never been opened before. So that was fun. But it was nice because most of the participants were students that had I've done a series of half-day workshops before. So it was mostly students that had done those. So it's nice that they would want to do more classes with me. But I'm glad that they're over because that took up a lot of my time. But I have been working on a couple of things. You have to excuse, I don't often cut my paper until I'm ready to frame because I'm a little lazy, I'm not gonna lie. But I just finished up this one down here. So those are some traditional vegetables that we use in our Newfoundland cooking. I did this one, which some seagulls on some rocks, but I didn't like it that much. I thought it was a little too dark, so I redid it the other day, and I'm much more pleased with it, with the brighter colors. So I guess.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the brighter colors better. I think that's more successful for what I wanted. But besides that, Carfax National will be in St. John's next week after. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get to any of the meetings or anything, but I'm hoping to get in for it. But that's about it on this side of the country.
Where are you from?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. No.
I think she's our only I think she's our only member from Newfoundland.
I think we have one more, but
Yeah.
when I was finishing up the last workshop, I did plug IWS. So I don't know how good my marketing was, but I did try.
Oh well, keep at it. Keep pushing away. Okay, I think that's everyone now, actually. Okay, good timing, 2 minutes over time. So we're good. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in to this month's edition of our last Sunday of every month, IWS Canada Zoom meeting. And upcoming news, once again, we have the next plein air paint out is going to be on the 16th of June at Edwards Gardens in Toronto, kind of a northeast corner if you're around. I'm not sure about Montreal and Vancouver, but you guys can post that on the Facebook group. Always check the Facebook group for our updates. Of course, we have our September United Through Watercolor exhibition coming up on the 5th of September, Video Arts Mississauga. We have on the 30th, Alberta and Watercolor coming up as well. So I'll keep pushing the submission criteria for that. So hopefully everyone can get some work in there. We're going to try and find a cheaper way to present people's prints if they want to send prints instead of an actual work, but we encourage people to send their full work because the shipping fees within Canada are not too bad. And then we just send back the painting already framed. It saves us a lot of work, money in framing, so that just works out better for everyone. Other news, Holland trip coming up soon. We have 3 members who are coming out to that. There is still room should you want to join. Getting a bit late now, I guess, but June 27th to July 3rd is that's our first Holland trip. We're gonna have more in the future, so if you missed this one, don't worry. We're gonna have Mexico as well in January or February. More info on that as well. Off my head, that's about it. So thank you all for tuning in, and so glad you could make it out. And our new members, thank you very much for joining. And yeah, have a wonderful time painting, everyone, and see you in the next one.
Ian, thank you so much for all of the work that you do as president. You're so active, and I'm so impressed. Thank you.
Thanks, Esme. You're welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Nice to
Bye-bye.
meet. Nice to meet
Nice meeting
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.